Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the Universal Chinese. Let's continue unpack some classical China era's character. And today's character is 左. If you learn Chinese just a little bit, you probably have come across 左 as left if we see only the right part of this character. And obviously, in today's Chinese classification of ways of formation, this is a 形声字. 形 means image, the look of things. And then 声 means the sound of things. So we have the left side means the meaning or the look of things. And then the right side is 左, the sound. But then I came up with my own theory because out of all the sounds, the sound maker, in my view, after unpacking so many different Chinese characters, that they are actually meaning maker as well. They are not randomly picked just for the sound. There are, I guess, very, very few cases of sound making only characters to be there. The reason why they're chosen is to make the meaning there. And then the main radical that kind of give it a sense of what categorically the thing is about. In this case, the left side is 人, is a person. And then the right side it's the left, right? Then the left person, that means it's not the main person. It's the person who facilitated, who is the helper. So it's translated as assistant. So the left side, okay, I guess this is a little bit historical knowledge. Chinese have this distinction of left and right with the seating arrangement in ancient times. Person who sit on the right side is higher power or position or more respected among this group than the left sitting, whoever sitting in the left. So I don't exactly know how to orient it, like what's the front, right? Because left and right is totally, like, it depends on the coordinate system, how you view it, right? So it could get confusing, but in ancient times, I guess, there's a way of 坐北朝南, like you sit with your back facing the north, and then your face is facing the south, and that kind of orient the room. And then within that room, I guess from the point of view from the host, right, of whoever sitting on your left-hand side is a lower rank than whoever sitting on the right-hand side. I didn't really historically check if that's a fact back then, but there was such arrangement, distinction between left and right. And so left means it's inferior or lower in rank. Therefore, when we pair this left, even in English, right? I just connect the dot. Right-hand person means the person who is most strong among the facilitators. And so if somebody is the right-hand person to the boss, that means it's critical versus somebody who's on the left side. Because when language-wise, we only talk about the right-hand person, we didn't say who would be the left-hand person. And in this case, Chinese give the answer. The left-hand person is exactly that role is assistant. It's not even probably the most powerful assistant or useful assistant. It's just assistant that get delegated to some, in today's, I guess I just pick out the expression to the white collar drudgery. So it's the type of work that can easily be replaced by ChatGPT. Because they don't really make decisions. They don't really synthesize information or make complicated sequencing of things. And then therefore reasoning spit out the final result of which way to go. These are assistant on the left-hand side, according to Chinese. And now I just remember on the English as well, this left is really, in both cultures, almost like inferior than the right side. And so that's the type of assistant. It's not the most powerful, useful right-hand person. It's somebody who is left that you can delegate without trusting too much of, giving them too much of a decision-making power. So that's what 祖 is about. Well, if you see 2,000 years ago's dictionary, we only have this 祖 on the right side. We skip the person symbol in this ancient rendering, but that gives you the assistant imagery already right there, which is the left hand, right? We have the right hand that's reaching from the right side of the screen versus the left. And we already have literally expressing the left hand here. And then here is the symbol, two horizontal line connected with a vertical line. That's the ancient, I think it's called a fly square. It's a square to make sure you got perfect perpendicular angle, 90-degree, sharp. That's the ancient, I guess, engineering tool. And the left hand used to kind of a guide to make sure that tool is correctly positioned, something like that. So that imagery of a hand facilitating with making that, using that tool gives you the imagery right there. Probably a right hand is doing some powerful, useful thing, like a more valued thing, versus your left hand is kind of guiding the tool into position without exerting muscle power to change the shape, form, and all that. It's just facilitating over there. It's not the energy source. All right, so that's 助. We have 辅佐, 辅佐, 辅 means help already, which related to a vehicle. So on vehicle, there's parts that's facilitating the vehicle going, I guess. And then 佐 is the person's role as assist. So here we pair both in the vehicle setting and also in this tool or ancient engineering setting. Imagery, combine them together to make sure you understand 辅佐 means that somebody is helping in the supporting role. They are not the decision makers. They're just helping out. And this, in today's lingo, mostly used in political sense, like 辅佐, almost like a think tank. They don't make decisions. They only give advice. Okay. 僚佐, 僚 means, well, in Chinese, corresponding to bureaucrat, and they are assistant. So they are the persons that, I guess, in today's ChatGPT or AI's age, they can be completely agentic. AI can replacing this 僚佐, this bureaucratic, because they follow a certain set procedure. They don't really make decisions. It's a kind of sequence of operations that's already predefined. There's no complexity for them to handle, and they're only assisting the system to operate. So in this case, it's a bureaucratic system, and they 僚佐 in Chinese. We have this expression that means long time ago, we already identified. That's probably a big portion of what's in this ruling apparatus. So the huge number of people who are not decision makers, who only serves as this facilitators or assistant. 佐证, assisting evidence, which is basically saying supporting evidence to support you to make the case. And they are not the main argument, but they provide the support of your argument. That's 佐证. So here you go. When I search assistant on Unsplash, curiously, a bunch of a cat on a computer picture, on a computer desktop picture shows up, and it's perplexing to me. Like, why is that a trend that these days we regard assistant as this cat as our assistant to help us with our computer work? Like knowledge workers need assistance from a cat. So that's something I don't know, but that's what I see on Splash. And I guess it's legit to post a cat picture next to a computer as our illustration of what 佐 is about. Thank you very much for your time. See you another day.